Possible changes to the auto no-fault insurance law always seem to be the center of topic right now. Lots of people are talking about it. Joining us is Sinas from the Sinas law firm. Stephen, do you expect that there'd be any activity in the legislature this fall on this hot topic?
Well, thanks for having me. Michigan no-fault auto insurance has been identified as one of the top 3 legislative goals this fall. The question is the legislature going to try to do anything now before the election or wait until after the election to do it during what they call the lame duck session?
Right.
So there are all types of changes out there. And we just want to make sure that the viewers understand that when you're talking about changes, there are different changes. There's the change to limit the care that's available under the system. Right now, you get whatever is reasonably necessary for your care, recovery, rehabilitation. You and your family get that.
Right.
They're talking about possibly changing that. But there are other ways to maybe change the system so it does work better for people and that maybe brings down the cost of insurance. There are changes that talk about limiting the abuses and the waste that's in the system to make it run more efficiently. And there are also changes being proposed to make us look more at how our insurance companies charge us for our premiums to see if those premiums are actually fair. There's some non-driving rating factors they use to charge certain people higher rates. So there's all types of changes. The point is make sure you know what the changes are about, so you know whether those changes are something you agree with or not.
Right. The knowledge is power in this case. Recently, the city of Detroit filed that lawsuit in federal court to hold Michigan no-fault law to be unconstitutional. I'm trying to understand what that case is about.
The basis of that case is that certain people, especially in urban areas like Detroit, are being charged too much for their auto insurance, which they are, and we need to do something about that. That case, though, only looks at the cost of insurance and doesn't look into this other issue that I touched on briefly about whether the premiums that the insurance companies are setting for these people, whether they're fair or not.
Right.
And actually, the law has already said, the Supreme Court has already said that the Michigan state government needs to make sure that these premiums are fair and that they're affordable for people. So the question becomes, does that lawsuit really get at what the problem is? Is the problem the coverage itself, or is it about whether or not the premiums are really being set in a fair way by the insurance companies? That's the question that lawsuit does not seek to answer.
Interesting.
What other concerns do you have regarding auto no-fault reform this fall?
Well, I just want to make sure that people understand that we have this unique coverage. It's the best coverage for auto accidents in America. It really does make a positive difference for people. There are problems with this system. We need to make sure we fix them and do it in a smart way, and everyone needs to educate themselves about those different types of changes out there.
Well, thank you for being here to help do that, too.
All right, that is just about all of our time for now on The Morning Blend. For more information, sinusdramus.com. That's all of our time for now.